Today I'm going to give you a lesson that is going to help you with your addition problems on page 208 in your math journal, which is part of lesson 8-7. I'm actually going to give you a sneak peek into how we learn addition with regrouping in 3rd grade. And then I'm going to review how you can add numbers in the hundreds by separating it into hundreds, tens, and ones. So let's start with an addition problem with 2 digits. So we'll do 25 plus 13. And the first thing I'm going to do is make those 2 numbers with my place value blocks. So first I'll make 25. And then I'll make the number 13. Now I'm also going to write my number over here. So 25 plus 13. And on this side, on the right, is where I'll show you how to do that new way of adding numbers, which is called adding with regrouping. So the first thing I'm going to do is look at my ones. So I've got 5 ones here and 3 ones here. And if I combine them, I have a total of 8 ones. Now let's check on this side. If I'm just adding up my numbers, I see 5 plus 3, and I know that that equals 8. Now I'm going to look at my tens. So I'm going back to my place value blocks. I have 3 tens, 10, 20, 30. So all of my tens together equal 30. Let's look at my adding with regrouping. If I look in my tens place, I have 2 tens plus 1 10 is going to give me 3 tens. Now just to double check, I'm going to go back to my place value blocks. If I had 30 here plus the 8 from up here, 30 plus 8 equals 38. I got the same answer. So when we do our adding with regrouping, and we didn't have to regroup in this problem, but we started with our ones. 5 plus 3 is 8. And then our tens. 2 plus 1 is 3. Not bad. Let's try one with regrouping. So I'm going to make a new problem. Let's do 26 plus 15. See if we can solve for that. Now the first thing I'm going to do is make my numbers with place value blocks again. So I've got my number 26. There's 26, and then my number 15. Okay. Now I'm going to rewrite it on the right, just like I did before. 26 plus 15. Now the first thing I'm going to do is look at my ones using my place value blocks. Now I have 6 up here, and I've got 5 up here. If I add 6 plus 5, I actually get 11, which is too big a number to write in just the ones place. So I can actually trade in 10 of these ones, and I can turn them into a 10. Now, the only number I have in the ones left is that one right there. So if I look back at my adding with regrouping side, I see 6 plus 5 equals 11. So I'm going to put that 1 from the ones place down here, and I need to move that 1 that's in the tens place to the tens area. Now let's look at my tens. Back to my place value blocks. Let's see. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4 tens over here. Now let's check over here. If I have 2 plus 1 is 3, plus 1 more, that equals 4. So my answer is 41. Let's go back and double check with our place value blocks. After I regrouped these tens over here, I had 10, 20, 30, 40, and then just this one left over. So 41. Pretty cool, huh? Let's try one more. Let's do a new number problem, and we'll do 37 plus 26. First, I'm going to use my place value blocks to make these two numbers. So I've got 37 there's 5, 6, 7, and 26. 10, 20. There's 5 and 6. And now I'm going to rewrite my problem over here. 37 plus 26. So again, I'm going to start with my ones. And if I look at my place value blocks, I can already see that I can regroup 5 up here and 5 down here and turn that into 10. So I'm going to cross these off. And I'm going to add another 10. Now, the only ones I have left are 1, 2, 3. 3 ones. Now, let's look on our regrouping side. In the ones place, I have 7 plus 6. Now, I know that 7 plus 6 equals 13. So I'm going to take that 3 from the ones place and put it with the ones. Then I'm going to take that 1 from the tens place and put it with the tens. Now I'm going to add my tens. So let's see. I had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 tens to start with. Plus this one I regrouped right here gives me 6. 6 tens equals 60. Now let's look at our regrouping side. I have 3 plus 2 equals 5. Plus that 1 regrouped brings me to 6. So my answer should be 63. Now let's go back to our place value blocks one last time and see if it matches. When I added up my ones, after I regrouped these 10, I had 3 ones left. When I added up my tens, I had 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, and 60. So 60 plus 3 would give me 63. Let's try one more, but this time I'm not going to use my place value blocks. So I'll make a new problem. I'm going to write this as 45 plus 27. I'm going to start in my ones place. 5 plus 7. Now I know that that equals 12. So I'm going to take that 2 that's in the ones place and put it with the ones. Now I'm going to take that 1 that's in the tens place and regroup it to the tens. Now I can add my tens. I've got 4 plus 2 equals 6. Plus 1 more equals 7. So my final answer for 45 plus 27 equals 72. Now I'd like you to see if you can try using adding with regrouping to solve for numbers 1 and 2 on page 208. When you look at problems 3 and 4, we have some adding numbers in the hundreds. So I'm going to do one more example, this time just to review how we can break it into hundreds, tens, and ones. So let's see. I'll give us an example problem of 352 plus 133. So first I'm going to take 352. I'm going to break it into hundreds, tens, and ones. So I've got 300 plus 50 plus 2, just like expanded form. Now I'm going to break apart the 133. So I've got 100, I've got 30, and I've got 3. Again, just like expanded form. Now I'm going to add these up separately. So I've got 2 plus 3 is 5. 50 plus 30 would be 80. And 300 plus 100 would be 400. If I combine all of those, I've got 400 plus 80 would be 480. Plus 5 equals 485. I'd like you to try and use this strategy when you're adding for numbers 3 and 4 on page 208. I know it might be a little tricky, but I think you guys are up for it. So good luck and have fun with it.